Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And I do believe you're going to find a deep connection to this message. This message is really personal for me, but the connection to it is more global, I think, for all of us who are trying to figure out what would be a good thing to do right now. And I say, oh my gosh, there's so many good things we would love to be doing. But there's only a few things that we really can be doing responsibly because of COVID and all the different things associated with how we are practicing more mindfulness in its relationship to what we can do out there in the world. So I want to connect with you on something that I believe is amazing, it's encouraging, it's enlightening, and it's perfect for what we're all experiencing right now. Carol Dweck, who is an amazing researcher from Stanford, she wrote a book called Mindset. I heartily recommend the book. It's really all about the research that she's done with people who pursue and grow and evolve their entire life. They have what she calls a growth mindset. And not only are they more successful, they tend to be happier. They tend also to really have a lot more emotional resilience. These are people who just have an ability to continually roll with things in a positive forward direction. And when something tragic happens to them, they tend to have a mind that can find silver linings. They can find humility. They can find hope. And they can, again, grow through these things. And there are also people who, when met with challenges, things like COVID, which we've never seen before, but they tend to have an arsenal within them of like, okay, here's how I'm going to pivot. Here's how I'm going to change. So she's evaluated these people in terms of mental health, success, monetary health. And basically what she says, we can all be growth mindset people. She also has the other people who goes, these are the fixed mindset people. And these are people like I used to be. I am dyslexic. I grew up undiagnosed for probably the first 20 some odd years of my life, and I really struggled academically. And what tends to happen with people with fixed mindset is when they realize that they really struggle sort of with how uniformity in academics or sort of group think kind of goes about their life, and they struggle with that, they tend to become much more perfectionistic. They tend to be more defensive about failing. They tend to feel a lower sense of confidence and self-esteem because they're so worried that they won't measure up to what the majority sees as, this is smart, this is right, this is how you should be doing your life. I never fit into that. So I started developing a fixed mindset where I didn't want to be found out that I didn't know how to do math very well, that I didn't have a grammar acumen at all, and spelling and reading was a struggle for me. So this book I read and I thought, wow, this is so amazing because I gotta believe many of us have experiences in our younger life where, we were told we weren't enough for the way that certain things were done. We just didn't fit into that box. So what Carol says is that we want to recognize if we do have a fixed mindset where we have a historical trauma, emotionally, physically, or what in between, we need to really each and every day pick something that gives us an opportunity to grow on. Right now, I'm presently working on conga drums. I'm presently working on Spanish. I'm presently working on a new meditation practice that has a different kind of breathing practice to go along with it. So I'm doing what Carol says. No matter who it is that you have previously in your life, that persona, that defensiveness, that trauma, or that just emotional baggage of, oh my goodness, I'm not enough. How we can change that is through neurogenesis. And how we do that is through continually being a student, learning something. And knowing that, listen, I don't play the drums awesomely. I don't really have any rhythm at all, but I just have the opportunity to practice. And when I practice, I have neurogenesis. So I'm going to ask you to consider in your life's history, do you ever put yourself in a small box based on an old story that no longer serves you, which has kind of fixed you in a narrative that you still tell yourself today? Well, this is an opportunity to open up the box again and start playing, start being creative, start being curious, start being an alchemist, an artist. Do all the things that allow you to grow into your next evolution. And it'll impact your mind. It'll impact your body. It'll impact your emotions. It'll impact your success. It'll impact every part of your life. The research is impeccable. It's just whether or not we are willing to grow again, to open again, to heal, to evolve. Evolve. What a beautiful opportunity to choose to continually be a student of a life that makes you feel, oh my goodness, I'm happy. I'm challenging myself. I'm open to failure. And my failure is not a predicament. It is a practice to continually feel how I can unravel, unwind, and then rise up again. So with that, thank you, Carol, for your work. And thank you. Thank you for doing the work right alongside of all of us in this beautiful community. Much love and all blessings. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.